Hello everyone, and welcome to season 2 episode 1 of the Kezia Hinds Show. I am your host, Kezia Hinds, and I really wanted to kick off this season with a bang. I had so many ideas, but life took a very unexpected turn for me. So on January 16, 2025, I lost my dearest cousin Nikki, and it was the most unimaginable experience to face at the beginning of the year. Just a few days before, we shared an inside joke, and he had excitedly told me about an event he attended to celebrate his 43rd birthday, which was on January 4th, 2025. On January 15, he went to bed, and by January 16, he never woke up. He passed away peacefully in his sleep, and that was just the way he lived his life, very peaceful. Nikki's death has taught me to appreciate every moment in life, and even on the days when I don't feel my best, he's always worn a very genuine smile. Growing up, he was the closest thing I had to a brother, and most people thought he was my actual brother. When my parents migrated to Canada, I was raised by his mom, my dear Auntie Lynette, who nurtured many of us alongside Nikki's little brother Rodwin, and sometimes other cousins and even some friends. Nikki and I were the older cousins in the house, so we had to set the example and help take care of the others. He was always there to lift my spirits on the many days when I felt down, and in our years together, I've really only seen him upset once. He had this remarkable ability to make light of any situation and just light up any room that he is in. My journey towards healing from my grief took me back to my place of birth, Linden, Guyana, where Nikki's body is now buried. So these are my old neighbors. This is my child, this one here. This one right here. Yeah, welcome to Carl Linden. This is one, I would say it's one of my childhood homes that I stayed mostly though. This is the bridge over the Demerara River. My grandfather had a club down here. So this is where my grandfather plays. But this is the street that I grew up in with my dad. There's a cherry tree now? Yeah. I'm gonna pick a cherry. Is it? And it's all I can't pick it. I spent the first few days reconnecting with family and Mother Nature. So this is the Bucktown Creek. And my dad used to bring us. Almost every Sunday we wash the car and we stay in the creek. See, bring him back now. My dad then took me to the Blue Lake, where I spent some time sitting on the mountain overlooking the beautiful blue waters. In season 1, episode 9, I discussed death and grieving, and we were encouraged to embrace this feeling associated with grief because they are a natural part of loss. Healing is possible, and pain can lead to personal growth and a deeper appreciation of love and connection. While loss is an integral part of life, it can also pave the way for transformation and new beginnings. This one is my cousin used to work here. Yes, right in there. And on the topic of reconnecting, during my visit to Guyana, I was able to connect with many family members and friends, and one remarkable aspect of my maternal grandparents having 12 children is that I have over 100 cousins, many of whom are around my age. So we gathered for a special cousin hangout at the Kauai Springs in Amelia's Ward, Linden. for tuning in this week for season 2, episode 1 of the Kezia Hinds Show. I've been your host, Kezia Hinds, and it feels so good being back. This week's affirmation is: the gifts that I have is not just meant for me, but for those that I encounter along my path. To my late cousin Nikki, your legacy of genuine love and kindness will resonate throughout many generations to come. Join me again next week at 5 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for another episode of the Kezia Hinds Show. Have an amazing weekend, and remember to be kind to yourself and kind to others. Take care.